Hello, my name is Dr. Roland Trujillo. I have a doctorate in pastoral psychology, master's degree in human relations. I've been counseling people for 25 years. I've written 18 books, and I've got 2 books I haven't published yet. My books are available on Amazon, Barnes& Noble, or from me. And what is the most popular topic that I help people with? Relationships. Relationship issues, marriage issues. Okay, so let's talk about that today. A lot of people say, for example, my husband and I fight all the time. My husband and I argue all the time. So let's start with that one, shall we? That's been one of my perennial favorites. In fact, I have an article on the topic, and I also have a blog post on the topic, and it's a chapter in one of my books. My husband and I argue all the time. Okay? Well, first of all, I want to say that arguing is, that pretty much goes with the territory. If you're going to have a relationship, especially if you're going to get married, there's going to be some arguing. Of course, I have to say right off the bat, I have to say that I am opposed to violence. I am opposed to any kind of violence whatsoever. Okay? But arguing, for example, about 3 weeks ago, there's a young couple that comes into Starbucks in the morning. I go to Starbucks to do some writing. Well, about 3 weeks ago, I was leaving Starbucks, and then I saw she was driving, and he was passenger in the front seat, and they pulled up in front of the grocery store, which is nearby. She slammed on the brakes. He jumped out. They'd obviously been arguing. He opened the door, stormed out, left the door open. She pressed on the gas, drove away with the car door open. It slammed shut as she was driving forward. Hit one of the speed bumps in the parking lot too fast. I mean, it was obvious they were having a lover's spat. Okay, they were having a lover's spat. Well, yesterday I was at Starbucks, and I happened to look out the window as I was getting ready to leave. I was getting my computer together and put it in the case, and I looked out the window where they have the drive-in there. This is one of the Starbucks that has the drive-in where people come in their car to get items, and there they were, and they were smiling and laughing, and they were all lovey-dovey again. See, so okay, they're a young couple. There's going to be some disagreements, especially when people are first married. There's going to be disagreements, and people are getting used to each other, and so on and so forth. Okay, and then there's the honeymoon. But then when the honeymoon is over, then once again you start to have other kinds of disagreements that come along. But so it goes with the territory. If you're married, there are going to be arguments. But what you need to learn how to do is how to have an argument, okay, or a disagreement about things where there's not resentment. That's the secret. For example, at work, if you work for a good company that welcomes ideas from employees, there are going to be spirited debates about important issues. Okay? There are going to be spirited debates about important issues, but that's good because that way ideas come out, see, and improvements are eventually made. Customers serve better. Product is made better. Okay? Well, okay, so there are going to be some spirited debates in marriage. The secret is take the resentment out. Take the resentment out. Okay? Then you can have an argument. Okay? And the other main thing is that what is right wins. Okay? So it's not who wins, but what is right wins. Okay? So let's say you have 2 people. One of them is a little bit out of order, or one of them is doing something that's not good or not right, not appropriate, not practical, not proper, not common sense. Okay? The other one points it out. Okay? And then eventually, hopefully, this is the ideal, like I said, which the person who was out of order says, yeah, you know, you're right. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. And what is right wins. That's what's important. So you see the two principles that I mentioned. Number one, take the resentment out. Take the resentment out, just like at work. See, at work, you can debate issues, have spirited debates, discussions about issues over which there's disagreement without being resentful. Okay? Okay? You maintain an attitude of friendliness. Okay? Same at home. Take the resentment out. Okay? That's the first thing. And then the second thing is when what is right wins, then everybody wins. Okay? Another example. This is not between husband and wife now, or between partners. This is between parents and kids. Let's say a child or a teenager, wants to go out after midnight. I'm just making something up. Wants to go out after 10 o'clock. Dad says, no, you can't go out after 10 o'clock. But everybody else is doing, no, you can't go out after 10 o'clock. So the teenager, feels bad and all that stuff. But then later the teenager comes and says, Dad, you know what? You know, you're right. Those guys went out and they got in trouble, and I'm glad I didn't go with them. And so I'm glad that you told me that I shouldn't go out after 10. See? Well, see what I mean? What is right wins. That's the important thing. Now watch out for resentment. Okay? Watch out for resentment. See, in my family, everybody speaks up. In my family, my wife speaks up, my son speaks up. Okay? My wife's not bashful at all about expressing her opinion about things. See, and my son isn't either. I give people a lot of freedom. However, I do set standards, okay, and I stand for what's right. See, that's the father's role. The father's role, the husband's role. Okay? So once again, let's go back to the newlyweds. Okay, so you're newlyweds. So you have a lot of fun. You enjoy each other. Okay? You have a good time. Then you start a family. Okay? But as the years go by, okay, the man, the father, the husband, must become more fatherly. Okay? Has to become more fatherly. To be the Moses of the family. Okay? To have wisdom, patience, long-suffering, okay? Honor, courage. He mustn't have any vices. See, he stands for what's right. Sometimes firmly, sometimes sternly. But he always has a twinkle in his eye. In other words, he's not resentful. He's not angry. He just stands for what's right. See? Well, people will love him for that. They'll love Dad for standing what's right, but not in an angry way. See how that works? All right. Now, what you got to watch out for is resentment and resentful silence. Some marriages, on the surface, everything, nothing, and there's no arguing. But underneath, people are resentful, angry, things are suppressed. See, that's not good. It's not good. Okay? So it's good to be able to speak up, but just without resentment. That's all. Well, speak up, but without resentment. Okay? Very well. Well, that's enough for today, I think. I don't want to make this video too long. I want to keep the size of it to a moderate rate. I want to mention that my blog, Healing Relationships, I've got a lot of free articles. They're very popular. I mean, thousands and thousands and thousands of people have, read my posts and my articles, and they've benefited from them. And I have audio there too. It's very good. Okay? And then my books. So I want to start. Today, I just want to mention my most popular book. I've written so many books. This one is the most popular, and it is called The Myths and Mysteries of Marriage. Making Relationships Work. The Myths and Mysteries of Marriage. Okay, it's all there. Husband, wives, how to let go of resentment, how to forgive and forget. Okay, father's role, so on. Very good. Excellent, excellent. I really encourage you to, you can get it at Amazon in Kindle or paper quality paperback, or you can get it from me for a small donation. Okay, so it's easy to get. If you get it from me, then I send it to you as a PDF attached to an email, so you can get it right away. As soon as I get the email, I send it to you, and within a couple hours you've got it, you're reading it, see, on your mobile device or on your computer or your tablet, see. Or you can get it at Amazon Kindle. You can get it in Kindle. See, did you know that if you don't have to have a Kindle to read the Kindle book? See, you can use what they call the cloud. I don't know, but so anyway, this book is excellent. The Myths and Mysteries of Marriage. Okay. Well, hope you enjoyed today's little discussion, and we'll see you again next time. My name is Roland.